Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. I have new predictions for you for 2025-26. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be reminded when I upload another video. And like and subscribe. Excuse me. I already have the cards drawn here for you because I've been shuffling for the last 20 minutes. If you haven't watched any of my videos, please do so. Especially the one on the fires in California. All right, so we're going to start right away. First, we have the devil. All right, so this is this year and moving forward, there's going to be a lot of more increased scams on the internet. People are going to be scamming their butts off. They're going to try to convince you that they're one way when they're really another way. There's going to be all kinds of scams to take your money, to get your credit card information and, you know, bank information and stuff like that, which there already are, but it's going to increase. People are going to promise you pretty packages when they don't deliver. Okay, so beware of things like that. Beware of who's presenting themselves in a way that looks too good to be true. Let's just put it that way. If it's too good to be true, then most likely it isn't true. Be aware of stuff like that. Because remember, the devil comes in disguise. He'll present himself in a pretty package, and then it turns out to not be what you expect it to be. You know, don't ever give your private information on the internet, your bank account or your bank information or social security number or anything like that. Don't ever do that. And don't accept those calls either. Okay? If you get a text message that says, this is UPS, you got a package here, don't believe that because it doesn't work that way. All of those are scams, okay? People that promise you, oh, I'm going to give you this, that, but then it comes with a price. That's fake, okay? So be careful who you watch, who you follow. Be careful who you give your information to. Just be careful on the internet. Okay, so then moving on to the fires, which is... I had already predicted the fires in a video a few months ago. So that part came true. Actually, everything I predicted has come true. The aliens, the fires, you know, things like that. But there's more, okay? So right now we have people waiting for help over there. We have people waiting for help. Is help coming? Yes, help is going to come, but it's going to be in a way that... this place is going to burn down. I mean, it's a total loss, a total devastation, and they're getting as much help as possible. But people are going to just be waiting. They're going to be in limbo, just waiting for help. This is the card of waiting for a third party to come help you. So a lot of people are devastated from this. I'm also seeing there's going to be a lot more natural disasters. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me get a drink. This is my cup that I'm using. We have earthquake. Let's talk about earthquakes. We have earthquakes. There's going to be a massive one, possibly in China or Asia or one of those parts where they're going to have massive earthquakes. One that's going to be so massive like never recorded before in history. So that's coming. We also have natural disasters and tsunamis. I think I've mentioned this before, where the waters are going to reach extremely high. They're going to come from the East Coast. Or I'm seeing the Pacific. Okay. So if you're in those areas, better start watching for all of that because I see that coming as well. High floods, water rushing in, a lot of loss of property because of the water, stuff like that. I see a lot of people sad this year, crying because, especially in the West Coast, because of their losses, which sets depression in for some people. They have to start their lives over. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. Now, the rich people that have lost their homes, they have the money to rebuild and stuff like that. But the ones that don't are the ones that are going to suffer greatly. So this is where you need to start donating. There is online a place where you can donate for the California Relief. Just Google it. It'll tell you how. Just Google how you can donate to the wildfires in California, and it pops up. You can donate. Even if you donate $1, y'all, it's better than nothing, because if everyone donates $1, then they have a lot of money. All right, so donate what you can and try to help those people out, because there's more coming for them. This isn't the end of it. Okay, this is just the beginning. Why is this happening? Okay, number one, the door to the Great Tribulation has opened. Now, if you follow the Bible, if you read the Bible, you'll see that there'll be great destruction when the door to the Great Tribulation has opened. There'll be earthquakes and fires and famine. Famine means, no food. But it'll be, and yes, we've always had that, but this will be intensified. It'll be more than usual. Okay, so, and that's what this is with this fire. This is one of the biggest fires I think they've ever had. And there's going to be, I'm seeing a lot of food shortages this year and into 2026, a lot of food shortages. Now let's talk about virus, because there's a new virus coming if it's not here already. This virus is going to be like the big C, like the flu. Now the big C attacked your respiratory system, your lungs. This one is going to attack your throat. You're going to have a lot of sore throat, a lot of ear infection, things on the skin. Okay, I've said this in my other predictions. You're going to have things on the skin. Possibly could be 2 viruses traveling as one, which will affect your throat and your ears, high fevers, and then it'll also be traveling with a virus, because viruses like to piggyback on each other. Okay, so when it comes, they get stronger that way. Remember, those viruses have brains of their own. They know how to act. Okay, and so they piggyback on each other and they come in, and then you're going to see whelps on the skin as well, because it'll attack the skin. All right. So beware of that. It would be wise to continue wearing a mask, especially in the wintertime, when viruses are high. Wear a mask, wear gloves, wash your hands. Always wash your hands. Wash your hands no matter what. Don't touch your face when you're out and about, because whatever surface you touch, somebody else has touched, and then you're touching your eyes or your mouth or whatever. Keep your hands down until you can wash them, use hand sanitizer or whatever you may have. I'm also seeing travel is not going to be good, especially in the air, because of the drones. We still have these drones. They're still going to continue. They're going to disappear as mysteriously as they showed up. Okay. Now, again, they've come in because of the Great Tribulation. And like I've said before, the government's never going to tell you what they really are. Okay, they're never going to tell you, because they don't want to cause worldwide panic. But I can tell you right now that these are aliens, and they're scanning. Okay, all the fog and stuff they're throwing down is making people sick, because they're breathing it in, because it's not really fog. Those are little scanners that they're using to scan data, because they are preparing for Armageddon. Okay, and I've said this before in a video. When the war... excuse me, when the war and the Great Tribulation comes, the war between Jesus, and the devil, in the scripture clearly states that the devil is going to be using help from on land, or Jesus says he's going to be fighting the devil in the air and on the land. What does that mean? Okay, in the air means whatever's up there flying around. Okay, and then on land, whatever's on land. God has his angels, his archangels, his spirit guides, all of that helping him. The devil has what he has created, his demons, his satans, his aliens. Aliens come from the devil. They don't come from God, because God made everything in his likeness. Okay, what does that mean? It means they look human. Aliens don't look human. Okay, they look like the devil. Okay, so that's a simple thing right there to figure out. All right. So again, travel won't be good. Travel. This is a card of travel. It's good in the upright, and it's not. It's bad in the reverse. So be careful with traveling, especially abroad, to other countries. Be careful traveling, because I'm seeing like a lot of suicide bombers on planes. I'm seeing plane hijacks, and then I'm seeing plane crashes. Okay, so those are the things you got to watch out for. Again, on this earth where they had recently the suicide bomber that ran their truck over people, that's going to increase. There'll be more of that. Not necessarily trucks running over people, but there'll be more suicide bombings. Like you'll hear an explosion here, an explosion there. They'll gather where there's lots of people so they can get to a lot of people at one time. And we had this a few years back where we had a lot of suicide bombers coming in, terrorists. They were terrorists and they were boom over here running over people over here and doing that. So that's going to increase again. They're going to come back through and do that again. So be aware of your surroundings, be aware of where you go, be aware of who's around you, who's coming towards you, what's coming towards you. That's very important that you pay attention to what's around you. A lot of people don't do that. Look around, see who's doing what. If you see something odd, like let's say it's summertime, but someone's wearing a trench coat and carrying bags, that's not normal. If it's 100 degrees outside and you're wearing a trench coat, okay, obviously they have something underneath their coat. All right, just pay attention to your surroundings, what's going on, and, things like that so you can stay safe, all right? And if you feel something, always leave, God gave you intuition to, I actually pulled the intuition card and I put it back. I should have left that out. God gave you intuition so you would know, what's coming. Use your intuition. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to what your mind is telling you. Pay attention to what your head is telling you. What if you feel unsafe, then leave, Okay, and then a lot of us, that's where this card comes in. We're not paying attention to the true calling of the situation. So here's the angel blasting his horn. And let me specify this one, okay? Because I heard someone say that this is something about dating. This is not about dating. This is the judgment. Look at the card. He's blasting his horn. He's waking the people up from a dead sleep. The coffins are dark. These people are asleep, meaning you're not seeing the true calling of a situation. So the angel's saying, pay attention, wake up. They also call this the aha card or the great awakening card because you will have an aha moment. You will say, oh, I didn't realize that before. I didn't know this. I didn't realize that before. So, this is what you'll be saying to yourself. But it's in the reverse, meaning you're not paying attention. So this is a warning to pay attention to your surrounding events. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what other people are doing when you're out and about. So if there is a terrorist attack, if there is a, suicide bomber or something like that, you'll be aware of it. All right. That's what that represents. All right. Now, I do see a lot of people on the upper hand, on the good hand, I do see a lot of people applying for loans. FEMA's coming in to help people. People are applying for loans and most likely you will get it, especially if you've been in this disaster. The banks are going to give freely. They're going to help. You have third parties coming in to help, even things out, so you won't be totally, just devastated with nothing, no place to go and stuff like that. So a lot of people will be getting the help they need with money, with their financial situation. A lot of people are going to flee because they have decided that there's no place left or the area that they're in is too turbulent. Here's the turbulence here. This is the card of fleeing, leaving a restricted area. Swords always represent restriction, confinement, imprisonment, things like that. So a lot of people are going to be feeling that way in these next 2 years. So they'll be leaving, moving, going away to a safer place, trying to find a safer place to go. This could also mean in relationships. You could be doing that in relationships, but this is also pertaining to what's going on in California and or other people in other areas where they just don't feel safe anymore, like where the drones are. A lot of people will be fleeing those areas, trying to find a safer place to go. All right. So the end of the karmic cycle is here. This pretty much represents for California, but for everybody as well. Things have come to a big change in 2025 since the door to the tribulation has opened. Things are not going to be the same anymore. You will see more disasters, more things happening. Now, that doesn't mean you can't live a peaceful life, because you can live still your life and keep moving forward and keep doing what you do, but you just have to be more aware of what's coming, because the way of life is no more. It's changed. Karmic cycle has been completing, meaning the change has come. Okay, a new door has opened. The universe closed the door to the way we were, and then now the new door is open. What is the new door? The Great Tribulation. We're standing in front of it. So we're going to see more. All this stuff has to come to pass, y'all, because it's in the Bible. Okay, if you just go to Matthew 24 and read it, you'll see that it's there. All this stuff has to come to pass before Armageddon. Armageddon is when the fight between Jesus and the devil happened. So you're going to see all these wars and famines and earthquakes and all this stuff, but it's going to be intensified. Get ready. There's more coming, y'all. Get ready, because there's so much more coming. Just be prepared. Have extra stuff with you all the time. Get in a way where you get in the habit of carrying extra stuff in your car in case you have to flee. You'll have those things prepared. Or if you have a bunker, underground bunker, make sure it's fully stocked. You have a chance now to do that. Okay, so a lot of people are doing that. So make sure you have enough water, drinking water, and stuff like that. All right, be prepared, because stuff is coming. A lot of people are going to be trying to find their balance, because they feel so out of sync, so out of balance, especially with all the things that are coming. They want new beginnings. Nakedness always means new beginnings. See, there's peace and there's green everywhere. So, and she's in the turbulent water. She's stepping out of the turbulent water onto the green, meaning peace and calm. She's trying to find her balance in life, especially in these times. Woe to the young people. I feel sorry for them, because they are born into this. As to where us older people, we've come from a place where it was much more calmer, much more peaceful, and we weren't born into this kind of stuff. But I feel sorry for the children that are born into this, and that's all they know. Destruction and stuff like that. So woe to those children. I feel sorry for them. And continue to pray, y'all, for California. Continue to ask for rain. They need rain. They needed to rain for a good 3 days solid. God can do anything. He can open up the sky anytime he wants to. But, you have to ask for it. You have to pray for it. So pray that, sorry, I have the TV on because I'm watching the news over there about California. I don't know if you can hear the ambulances in the background, but pray for rain. Pray for the wind to calm down, because it's literally the wind that's blowing the embers everywhere. Blowing them here, blowing them there, catching this on fire, catching that on fire, so they can't keep up. Those people don't have the manpower to control this, because it's so huge, so large. So if there's anyone out there that can help, please help. Find out where you can help, how you can help. Donate if you have to, if you need to, if you want to. All right. Pray for them. If you can't donate, pray. You can always pray. Pray for rain. Pray for rain. Pray for rain. Pray for rain. Pray for the winds to calm down. All right. I made a live last night, and specifically it was called The Most Powerful Prayer Circle. Watch that. I'm asking Lord to, help with that. And then your own personal prayers. If you want your name on the prayer list that I have here, because I continue daily to pray for people. I have a huge list of people that want prayer. So they give me their names and their prayer requests, and I have it here on a list. And when I go to my altar, because I do have an altar where I go pray with Spirit every day, your name is on there, and I pray for your request. So if you want that, put it down in the video. Say, I want my prayer request, or you can text me. There's a number down below. If you want it private and don't want no one to know I'm praying for you, you can text it to me and say, hey, my name is so-and-so, and this is my prayer request. Put me on the list, and I will do that. I'm still running the $10 special, y'all. I'm going to continue doing that because it works really well with people that can't afford it, or just for anybody, actually. You're all welcome to my page. I don't discriminate against anybody. I don't care what race you are, what country you're from, what your religion is, if you're married, unmarried, single, have children, don't have children. None of that matters. You are welcome here because you are a human being and you're God's child, and God loves you and I love you. So you're always welcome here to my page. Now, if you're a big, fat, ugly troll, you can go to the left because there's your door. All right? Because we don't put up with trolls, never have, never will. So, if a troll comes in and tries to undermine me, I'm going to put you down. Period. Period. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe.